basically stopped streaming on Twitch because like I've been at it for like a couple years and I don't really have so many followers or anything. And I found out like Twitch. I was just kind of doing it for fun, but now I need to start taking my streaming a bit more seriously because of what I'm working on. So yeah, this is like my actual. I'm still playing around with the settings, so if there's something like screwy with my stream, like let me know. But yeah, this is kind of where I'm gonna be at from now on. Now I am still kind of playing around with these settings and everything. So if there's something like screwy with it, let me know. What you're looking at right now is you're looking at my Patreon page. And that is like where that is the home of my WildFIRE Expanded Universe right now. So like you can come check this out anytime that you want. This is a post I just like dropped to let people know that I'm going to be switching over to Patreon. To YouTube for my main streaming instead of Twitch. So yeah, definitely stop by and check this out. Today is going to be a game dev stream, so I hope that everybody is doing fine and having a good week so far. It's Friday night here in Japan. Give me 1 second. Let me check my YouTube very quickly. That's right, I can't check my YouTube on here. I've got a couple of outdated iPads that don't want to run YouTube. Let's see, hold on. So anyway, this is the game that we're going to be working on, or the game that I've been working on Twitch for like the past couple months. This is Ryukage Run, and it is it is basically a companion game to my comics. So since I'm new to YouTube, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to reintroduce everybody to kind of what's going on, what I've been working on so far. So for those of you who don't know me, I am a game developer and I have my own series of, I'm a writer, I'm a comic producer, I'm a game developer, and I'm getting into like films and animation. So like what you're seeing here is like you're seeing a video game that is based on one of my main comics. So you can find that. You can find these comics here on like Gumroad. So what we're doing is I have a comic series called the Ryukage, and what we are doing is we're basically making the video game for these first couple of comics, right? So the game that we're working on right now is actually going to be the first start of this series. All right. So, and you can find out more about that on my Gumroad. And also, while I'm on the topic, I am launching a Kickstarter for this. So, I'll show you like some of the updates that we've kind of got here. So this is the Kickstarter that I'm launching on the 21st. And that, this first Kickstarter is going to be for story arc number 1, which is the Ryukage, which is kind of what we're working on now. So you can find a lot of information here just by going to the Kickstarter page or checking out my YouTube page, and you can see kind of where this story is and where it's going. So WildFIRE is a multi-generational storyline, and so I've got like a couple of, it's a very long story, so I decided to break everything into like the actual story arcs. So story arc number 1 is the Ryukage. Story arc number 2 is called CDULO, Beyond the Outer Rim, and that takes place after the Ryukage series. And then story arc number 3 is the main WildFIRE timeline, which kind of, so CDULO is like a bridge between these two. What this game is since I've already kind of told a lot of the story, and you can find like almost all of the information that you need about like the main characters and stuff for this storyline by going to my Patreon. I've got like character profiles and animation and everything under that. But what you can do is you can like check out the Patreon, and then like you can find the character that we're going to be putting in the game, and the character that we are putting in our games are actually the characters from this comic series that I'm still kind of working on at the moment, right? And the character that from these two comics will be the ancestors of the people that you will find in my main published WildFIRE novel, right? And like I said, you can find all of this on my Gumroad account. So let's see, let me jump over here. I've also got a Ko-fi page and like a newsletter. So if you really want to find out more about this WildFIRE series, which you definitely probably should, you can check out my new newsletter over here. So the purpose of this stream though is to get back into like making this game. So So this right here is the main protagonist, well, one of the main protagonists of the WildFIRE series. This is Ryoko, and she is one of the first characters that you're going to meet in the comics. So the Ryukage series is about the OG Ryukage, the founders of the 6 Ryukage clans, and that will be their story. So what I've been doing on Twitch is I've been making this game, and I'll go ahead and play through it for you right now. Alright, don't worry about that, guys. Oh, Masato is still on the screen, so I need to get rid of that dude. Yeah, so the guy that's floating in front of her is one of her summons, so his name is Masato, and I'll explain a bit more about him later, because I think what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be putting more summon characters in the game. So, this is Ryoko's primary weapon for the first couple levels. She's got her bow and arrow, so if you read the comics, I'll show you the comics in a little bit, but in comic issue number 1, she finds a bow and arrow, and she kind of uses it to help her family out, and so that will be her main weapon for the first part of the game. But we have put in some other summons, so this is her sister, one of her sisters. She's got 6 sisters, if she lives long enough. So, she's got 6 sisters, so that was Tomoka. And then, we have her other sisters who are in here. Now, if you'll notice, this game is an endless side-scroller, so, she's gonna die, yeah. So, this is, endless runner, side-scroller. So, the faster, everything is kind of parallaxing towards her. So, the faster she'll, the more you push forward, the faster the level is going to, basically move. But in this game, she can slow down to dodge obstacles, and you've already seen that she can kind of run upside down. So those are the main gameplay mechanics. It's just an endless side scroller with the ability to speed up, slow down, run upside down, and then summon, use weapons and summon characters. So let's see. I'm gonna see if we got Masamune-kun here. Masamune-kun is not active at the moment. Let's see, what do we got? So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Yeah, I've already done so much work on Twitch that I'm gonna have to re-explain on YouTube. But if you actually, maybe not. I've got all of my Twitch videos have been ported as VODs over to YouTube. So basically, we're just gonna kind of continue with what you will see in the videos. So today what we're going to do is we're going to check. We're going to go ahead and start trying to put more summon characters in here. So just to give you an idea of what we've got so far, let me see. Yeah, it kind of burned my bacon that YouTube is not showing me. I don't want to do the app thing. I've got a very old iPad and it's asking me to update my YouTube, which I don't want to do. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. It's not giving me what I want. Ah, okay, there we go. Yeah, for some reason this thing is acting all screwy. Alright, so who we have in the game so far is we've got Ryoko. This is our main character that we're going to continue to build. And right now, the guy that you're looking at Masato. So he is one of the warrior monks that is going to actually help Ryoko in her quest. So before I was gonna have this game to where you could actually switch between playable characters, but I've decided to go ahead and just have it to where you can summon different characters in the game. So we've got Masato here. He actually is on the screen twice. So I'm gonna change this one. So we're gonna be adding the second brother. So Masato is the first boy. So we're gonna be adding the second brother named Shinji. All right. And he is a wind elemental. So Yeah, he's got the power of wind, so like we'll put. I haven't decided what his actual attack is going to be, so Shinji will be like, I'll just put this as wind attack right now. Make sure that this doesn't say 2. All right. So we're gonna add Shinji in here. Now, like to get an idea of the character that we're gonna be adding, let me jump over here to my Patreon and like see if I can search this dude. All right, so. Well, Shinji, oh, I gotta go to my post here. Shinji. Alright, so I'll bring this guy up. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So these are the 6 elemental warrior monks. So I'm not really going to explain too much of the story in here because I kind of want you guys to check out my website and also like definitely check out my Kickstarter page. So like I said, I'll be launching this on the 21st, and that will explain a lot. So you can just go to this free link. I'm actually going to like drop the link in the comments later. So you can go to this free link and you can check the story to see, you know, the overview of what I'm going to be doing with this Kickstarter. With this, because I'm breaking the story into like different sections, right? So the first Kickstarter will be phase 1, and that will focus on the Ryukage story, comic art, or the Ryukage art, and that will be mostly the comic. So you can check all of this out by yourself, and you can also check out like some of the cool perks that I've kind of got going with this, got planned with this Kickstarter. So yeah, like this is kind of where we're at the moment with the Kickstarter, so you can like get more information about the general project here. But if you want to like learn more about the actual character profiles that will be in the comics and the game, then that's what my Patreon is for. So when you go here and you type in Shinji, you're gonna see the second brother pop up. And where is this dude? Oh, Shinji. Okay, there he is. Oh, we're on the locked account. So let me jump over here to my other accounts. So I'll show you what he kind of looks like here on my main Patreon page. So I have all of the character profiles here. So you can also find his. I just posted his profile on YouTube as well. So after this, you can like check YouTube to find out what he actually looks like. But this is the character that we're going to be adding to the game next. This is Shinji. He is the second brother of the 6 elemental warriors. Now, I keep on saying brothers, but none of these guys are actually related by blood. So you would have to like know the storyline to know how they came to be a band of traveling like powerful elemental monks. This is him when he gets a little bit older. But the events that you're looking at right now will actually take place further in the comic series that I'm actually working on with the Kickstarter. So like check out my Kickstarter and please like fund that so I can continue to make these comics in the anime. Alright, so this is like his pretty boy mode. But a little bit about his personality. You're introduced to like the warrior monks in issue number 2 of the Ryukage, which is you're looking at the cover of that one right now. So I already have issue number 1 and issue number 2 like basically done. Issue number 1 is already printed. Issue number 2 is already inked. So the Kickstarter that I keep on referring to is basically for issue number 3, like continuing work on issue number 3, and that's the purpose of this one. So there are 26 issues in this comic that I'm working on. And so the Kickstarter is for issue number 3, which will continue like to introduce these warrior monks. And so this is what they originally look like in the comic, and like I've updated the artwork since. And this is Shinji when he gets older in the actual WildFIRE novel. And let's see what else we got. Oh, that's the last one. What happened to the... Okay, yeah. So this is basically the character that we're going to be adding into our game today. And I am going to need some feedback from you guys because I haven't actually decided what powers I want to give them or what abilities I want to give them in the what abilities I want to actually give them in the comic. So, or in the game. So, but Masato is the yeah, Masato is the rock. Shinji is the wind. So we're gonna have to like change his graphic. So I'm just gonna put in a temporary graphic for this guy right now. Um, wait a minute. Why am I getting like I don't want to add? Yeah. So. This is a different, okay, this is a different game. The game that we're working on right now, like Ryukage Run Rebirth, we're actually using a game template, and that game template is from a game that, called Spirits of the Lost Winds, which is also, connected to the WildFIRE series. And, the Spirits of the Lost Winds game is, basically a top-down omnidirectional shooter. And that's kind of what you're looking at now. So we're actually using this game template to program our endless runner game. So I've had to go through on Twitch. I had to go through and like change some of the game mechanics. Let me show you what the actual game looks like. Give me a second. Level 1A. So this is what Spirits of the Lost Winds actually looks like. So we're using a sandbox game. This is a sandbox game. And we're just converting this sandbox, this top-down omnidirectional shooting sandbox game into an endless runner now. So a lot of the programming for this has already been done. Alright. So, yeah, still checking. Alright, cool. Checking my chat. Cool. Alright, so I can get this to work on, I can actually view this stream on my iPad without using the YouTube app. Alright, so because we're using a sandbox, a lot of the programming for these characters and stuff has already been done, but we need to go ahead and like find a good graphic to replace this temporary Masato one with. So, alright, where we got? So if you look under the Masato summon, we've got, he's got a sprite renderer right here, and we've got Masato static. So I'm going to go ahead and see if we can find a chibi for Shinji. So we're not doing any, oh damn, that was quick. Yeah, I've already dropped him in here. So we're not doing any like animation on these characters right now. And the reason we're not doing any animation is because we're just building the demo. We're just building the gameplay out first. And then once the gameplay is working the way that we want it, then we'll switch out to, you know, starting to animate these guys. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and switch this graphic, and now Shinji is in the game. Alright, and so this is what Shinji looks like. Yeah, like a little playboy here. Okay, so, like, I gotta gush on this guy a little bit, because, like, you know, there are 6 Ryukage boys, the 6 founders of the Ryukage, and we find them when they're, in the storyline, we find them when they're all kids. Well, like, Shinji, he's about, like, 19. So, Masato, like, Masato is the oldest one, and, he is, 22 when we meet him in the comics. Then Shinji is, the second oldest, and he is 19, you know, when we meet him, right? But out of all of the Ryukage boys, like, you know, if there was one K-pop, like, idol type in the group, it would be this guy. Because, I mean, just look at him, he's like, just like, straight up, like, all of the girls in Japan would have been all over this guy back in the Edo period, right? So, I mean, like, this is kind of what he looks like for the live-action version. So, like, he is a standout, beautiful guy in the group. I mean, all of the boys, they're like, you know, they meant to like look cool and stuff like that. But if you watch this video, you'll see like the others as well. But you know, if there's one, his attitude though is really chilled, because he's chilled. He's got, and he kind of he's chilled. He's kind of got a little bit of a fun side to him that he tends to keep hidden, because like he is the second oldest. And he's got, the boys, they have a lot of a couple troublemakers in the group. And Masato, like, he doesn't want Masato, the oldest one, to feel all of the pressure. So, you know, Shinji does his best to, like, kind of balance everything out, because he's the win guy. So he's like trying to keep everybody cool and calm, you know, keep his brothers from fighting, keep the youngest ones from getting into trouble too much, and you know, so that he can take some of the load off of Masato. But this guy does have his like comedic side, and so but he's also very responsible and very protective of his brothers, right? His deal when we first meet him in the comics is that he doesn't really have as much control over his powers. He's very strong, but because he's a wind elemental, he doesn't really have like so much control over the area of his attacks. So when he attacks, like he has to worry about friendly fire, about his brothers getting kind of caught up in his abilities, and he tends to attack from long distance when we first meet him because he's a ranged fighter, you know, with a wide area. So part of his story arc in the Ryukage series is going to be him learning how to actually control his powers to where he doesn't damage his anybody that he's fighting with. He is a good shield character though, so we are going to the abilities that we're going to give him in the game are going to be more shield type abilities, I think. And we might actually give him the ability to let Ryoko fly or float for a little bit. So if you want to know more about the character that we are putting into this game, you can check out my character profiles on Patreon right here, which is the page that you're looking at. Or you can also check out the actual Ryukage storyline. I think I have the character profiles for each of the characters in this particular story arc under here as well. Yeah, so you'd have to scroll down a lot, but yeah, they're in here. So yeah, so with Shinji, you know, we've got the power that we give him in the game are going to have to reflect his actual abilities in the comics and what he's realistically able to do. So, but now he's in the game, we're going to check his attack box. So right now Shinji has 1 attack point. Okay, so because he's a wind elemental, I think we are going to wind up giving him like kind of like a spread kind of attack, something that has a wide area of effect. So that means that he might need multiple shot points. So the way that I have this set up is when we look at the Shinji game object, let's see, there's no scripts on here. So when we go to the attack box, that's where all of the scripting has been done. So we're gonna the main script for this is gonna be the weapon script that you're looking at right here. So I'll go ahead and open this up so you can see what it looks like in Visual Studio. Okay, so this is the weapon script that we're kind of looking at. So now the way that I have all of these set up, I tend to use a lot of booleans when I'm doing my coding because I don't really like using math so much. So I try to reduce mathematics for a couple of reasons. One, I'm terrible at it, and two, like I want my games to be easy for beginners. So I want my sandbox to be easy for beginners. So instead of having a lot of like complex mathematical calculations, what I try to do is I try to use booleans as much as possible, so that boolean the switches to where people can just switch stuff on and off whenever they kind of feel the need to, instead of having to like try to think about the mathematics of everything. Hold on, let me lower my screen a little bit. I'm not getting much sound from this. Oh, I know why. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so let me skip this. Alright, so in this script we have like this is our main weapon script that we're kind of using for all of the summons and everything at the moment. So we've got our game object projectiles. So that's the type of projectile that we're going to be using using to shoot for Shinji. And I think we're probably just going to give him like a tornado or something like that. I don't think I've created the sprite, so we might just have to download that one. Transform, the shot point. This is where the shot is going to come from, or the projectile is going to come from. We've got time between shots here. This is like basically interval, or how fast he can fire his weapon. And start time between shots is kind of like the delay for the first time he fires his weapon. No! Don't. Escape. Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so start, update. Now, I do have my weapons to where they are rotatable. So, when you look at his attack box, you're gonna, and you look at this weapon script, you'll notice that there's a box to toggle on rotation. That means, like, if I want his weapon to be able to, like, follow the cursor and aim, then this rotate would be turned on, which would allow the weapon to rotate and, like, shoot in any direction. That's kind of what we've got going on with Ryoko's bow and arrow that I was using earlier in the game. For Shinji, though, I don't think we're going to have his weapon rotate. So we're going to leave this checked off. Projectile. Okay, so for his brother Masato, we gave him a boulder. Yeah, we did. Masato on the screen, he's just flying through and throwing big rocks at people, right? And the thing about his rocks, though, is that when he throws the rock, it does have physics applied. So if it hits an incline, it'll actually roll forward or roll backwards. You know, so if it rolls backwards, Ryoko kind of had to jump over it. But it will hit enemies behind her, and there's a big-ass demon chasing her. So that will do damage to the demon, and it'll clear whatever is kind of coming behind her. But if it rolls forward down an incline, which is basically kind of where you want to use it in the game, then it's just going to be like it's going to be kind of like a Super Mario fireball that just, like, you know, bounces and clears everything in front of her. And it can also kill fish, like jumping fish. So that's something that to keep in mind with that one. However, Shinji is a wind elemental, and he's not using rocks. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to find a different projectile for him. Or we're going to actually have to create a different projectile for him. So I'm just going to drag this boulder into the scene. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and change the name of this. So I'll put Shinji. Shinji, I think we'll give him something simple like a tornado at first. And if you'll notice, this is already, for those of you who are familiar with Unity, anytime you see like a blue box, that means that this is a prefab. So we're going to need to create a new prefab out of this anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and drag this down to the prefabs folder and create an original prefab so that it doesn't overwrite Masato's boulder. Alright. Now, I need to find something that had wind. So, let's see, do I have any wind? No, I can't spell wind right. So, wind. Wind symbol. I don't really like that one. Projectiles. Let's see. Host your own WildFIRE Run with Spark servers for the best multiplayer experience. What do you think? Comment below and shot. Alright, I think I've got like a wind shot in here somewhere. Yeah, I should like have like a wind shot or something. We're just gonna use a temporary graphic for this, I think. Okay. This is Shannon Blast, Shuriken. Ooh, I could put Shurikens in there, but that's more like Fujiko's thing. So, what should I give this guy? His colors are kind of purple and pink, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and give him like these leaves. Yeah, I'll give him like these leaves at the moment, just temporary, just so I can like separate him and Masato's abilities. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and like leave him with this one. Magic shards. The color for this is off, so that's because I have it like switch over to yellow. So Okay. Yeah, so this can be like Shinji's attack. Um, I think I want to do something kind of interesting with this one. Now, for uh, Ryoko's gonna have so many different summons in here. It's not even gonna be funny. I think she's got like 20 different summons, including her dog Masamune-kun. So if you want, like, so her first summon in the game is actually gonna be her dog Masamune-kun, which we can kind of find here. I just dropped an update on my Kickstarter about that. Yeah. Yeah. So her first summon is actually going to be this dog here, Masamune-kun. And this is like kind of her like just chilling after the events of the first comic, before the events of the second comic. You know, just living a nice day, a nice normal girl's life. So her dog is going to be her first summon. Her like and then she's going to have her sisters, her mother, her father, and then like seven other guardians. So we're going to have to like switch between, we're going to have to know when to use each summon at the appropriate time. For Shinji, since he's a wind elemental, we want to have something that's going to be kind of like wide, broad range for him for his attack. So what we're going to do is I am going to create a couple of other shot points for him. Alright, so, Shinji. Alright, so we're going to go back to his attack box here. And I'm just gonna duplicate this shot point. So this shot point is this gray diamond. So we're gonna give him a couple more of those. So maybe north, south, east, west. Maybe we'll have it go in. Ooh, I just thought of something. I might actually add a rotation script to this. Oh, anyways, like, let's go ahead and duplicate and paste this one. Okay, so duplicate and duplicate. So I've given him four additional shot points, and I think we're gonna go this way, kind of spread them out evenly over here, kind of like give him a bit of an X pattern. Yeah, so I think we're going to spread them out like this. And the reason why we're going to spread them out like this, now that we have our, let's see, hold on. So we're going to spread them out like that. And then we're going to take this prefab that we just created for these kind of like flower petals. These actually belong to Kuramiya, but I'm going to go ahead and drag those in here instead. All right. And then the one that we've placed on the level, I think we can... The Shinji Tornado that we placed on the level, we can go ahead and hide that one. Alright. And let's see. For the attack box, we're going to take a look at the time between shots. And that will be like 2. We've got our shot points here. Shot point 1, transform. Yeah. Alright, and time between shots, we're gonna, for the time being, we're gonna go ahead and lower this down. Alright, so we're gonna lower this down to where he can shoot like every couple seconds, every 2 seconds. Alright. And, what else do we need to do before we test? Alright. Okay, so I'll show you what this rotatable weapon does as well. So let's go ahead and play. We're gonna keep Shinji on the screen at the moment. Alright, so yep, Shinji's in the game. That's a demon that's trying to eat her. Right now, oh crap, we can't really use this guy though. Alright, he's still throwing boulders like Masato is. Alright. Yeah, he's just like, right now he's just kind of lobbing, lobbing these things, like, I guess, group of flowers or a group of leaves. Alright, so we've given them 4 shot points though. So in order to fix this, in the attack box, we've got shot point 1. Alright, let's take a look at her sister, Fujiko. Alright, so Fujiko is, she's got a weapon sprite. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so what I'm gonna have to do is, if you notice Fujiko, this is the second sister, by the way. And do I want to spoil anything? No, I'm not gonna spoil anything. Like, you're gonna have to read my comics to find out what kind of goes down between these two. Or read my Patreon page. I think I might have some information about these two on there. Right. But this is Fujiko, the second sister, who's hidden by Shinji right now. But if you notice, what I've done with her is I've actually given her multiple weapon sprites. So I think we're gonna have to do that with Shinji as well. So we've got attack box, attack box. I'm gonna go ahead and hide these shot points. Or actually get rid of these shot points because I don't necessarily need them here. What I do need is I need this right here. So I've got, so I need to duplicate this out. Alright, so this will be our attack box 2. And this should give us 4 projectiles for him instead. This one is like way off. Okay, now let's play. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Alright, so now he's got his 4 like projectiles. They are not going to go that way though. So we're going to have to do some work on his actual projectiles, because right now they've got physics and gravity applied to them because they were patterned after Masato's boulder, right? So with Masato's boulder, like I said, it does have a rolling function, and I'm leaving that in there on purpose so like it can damage enemies on the ground. Shinji's, however, will not have any physics applied. So what we need to do is we need to go find that prefab for Shinji Tornado. And we also need to save our game here. So we're going to save our game, and then we're going to find the prefab for Shinji Tornado. And we're going to like change the physics of this thing. So, alright, so right now, it has mass. So we're going to give it, hold on, let's see. Let's take a look inside of this. So we have a physical body here. So, this is the physics body, circle collider. We're going to leave that on. But on the main one, we've got a rigid body, and we also have another physics body attached to this, I believe. Where are you? Circle collider. All right, we're going to take this circle collider on the top level, and we're going to turn this off. Because we don't necessarily want gravity applied to a wind-based attack. So we want it to kind of just be able to fly out in each direction, in a straight path. And so let's go ahead and test this. Okay. All right, so we still have some. Okay, now you're probably wondering why the screen turned red. That is on purpose. So I have a basically a Kurogami enemy tracker. So if Ryoko slows down, you'll notice that there's a red vertical bar behind her. Wow, you got way too close, way too fast. What? All right, so there's a red vertical bar trailing behind her, and if she slows down too much, then basically that means that the demon is getting closer. So that means that basically tell the player that they gotta speed up. Yeah, otherwise the demon is in range to pounce on her like he's been doing. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and pick these up. Grab this, so we're gonna leave him behind. Alright. And now, let's see, I'm gonna do some shooting. Okay, cool. So these guys are still here, but they still have like physics applied to them. No, she does have a double jump, by the way. So that we're gonna have to refine later. But right now we're just prototyping. All right. All right. Cool. And like, if she's not careful, like I I'm leaving the fact that some of the attacks can actually like be a disadvantage for her in the game on purpose, because when we first meet these characters, especially the elemental warrior monks, they've been training under Tao Lun, their master, for like about maybe 6 to 8 years, but they still have not mastered their arts yet, right? And so, to be honest, like everybody in the first comic in the game that we're going to meet are totally new at this shit. Kind of. I mean, they do have like experience fighting demons and fighting like you know, evil forces and stuff like that. But this is the first time that they've ever run into like a serious threat like the Kurogami, because like either their master has been strong enough to deal with it, and they've also never seen like the Kurogami were just released from their seal. So even these boys don't have any experience dealing with them yet. So when they are starting to actually have to use their powers regularly in combat, like they're not really experienced at it. So and that does lead to like some problems with the group and in the comics, because like because of their inexperience, like like a couple of the girls actually do wind up getting hurt because the boys can't control their powers so much, and the girls don't even know how to use theirs yet because they had no idea that they had them. You know, so I'm not gonna explain too much. Go check my Kickstarter and you'll find out more about that, about the storyline there. You know, so like you can stop by here. Remember, this will be launching on the 21st. Yeah, so and I will be making updates as to what I'm actually doing with the comics, and like you know, like some of the like rewards and stuff that you'll find, you know, in the Kickstarter as well. So definitely go check that out. But for Shinji, because his attacks are wind based, and he doesn't have like a he doesn't have very good control of them right now. We're going to have to change its projectile to kind of mirror that. All right. So we've got the physical body here, rigid body also. Let's see. Let's go back in here. So we've turned it like a collider off here, circle collider off. Dynamic gravity scale. We're going to turn the gravity scale off. So it does not respond to gravity. Mass, I think we can leave on. So when he shoots, we just kind of want to just fly off in every direction. Okay, I'm still getting like... Okay, there we go. Hold on. Why are you still like having gravity applied to you? Oh, that's right. Oh, now the reason it still has gravity applied to it at the moment, I forgot. Whenever you do something in Unity, you do have to apply changes. So right now we're working on this right here. We're working on this projectile, and I've made a lot of changes in the script, but what I haven't done is I haven't selected the override right. So I need to override all of the stuff that we've kind of turned off. So we turned off the first physics circle collider to like kill the gravity pull, and we also updated the rigid body 2D to like kill the gravity pull as well. So we're gonna go ahead and apply all, and that will apply all to this prefab. So this prefab is what we're actually using. So we've created one object, and we've turned it into a prefab. And this prefab is actually where all of the other, whenever we shoot a projectile for Shinji right now, it's just using the same prefab. Right, so now when we play, there should be like no gravity applied to this. Why am I still seeing? Okay. Yeah, so they're still kind of floating around. Okay, actually, that doesn't really look too bad. So, yeah, I might actually keep that one. And the reason I might keep it is because, like, now if you'll notice, like, it's not really, she can run through this, it's not really bumping into her. And it's still kind of circling around to where it could, like, do some damage to enemies behind. Right, now Shinji, he's gone. And the reason why he's gone is he doesn't have a timer attached to him at the moment because he hasn't been assigned to Ryoko. We're just kind of using him raw without actually assigning him to her script right now. So usually when we're using a summon, if I switch back over to like Masato for a second. Oh, hold on. Let me go ahead and turn Shinji off. Now I can turn his melee off as well. I can leave that on. Yeah. So let me move this down to the bottom right quick. All right. So what was I saying? Oh, hold on. I just lost my train of thought. Weapon. Okay. Time between shots. Shinji shot points. Okay. All of these are good. Time between shots is good. Oh, rotatable weapon. Now, let me show you what this rotatable weapon does. So when I toggle this on, that means that like Shinji can actually aim. This this weapon will rotate with the cursor. All right. So that means I can basically I'm actually able to shoot this at different angles now. That doesn't really look too bad because I want his attack to seem like powerful but chaotic. Yeah, like it's gonna have like a little bit of an unpredictability factor with it. This might actually be better than because Daihachi, the youngest one, is going to have a little bit more control over his fire powers actually. So, and he's going to have like basically like a rolling ninja wheel, fire wheel. He's going to give Ryoko the ability to have like a fire wheel or a fire shield around her to where she could just run through shit. But yeah, Shinji should not be as predictable. So this adds a little bit of the level of predictability that I was kind of looking for, without me intentionally having to like kind of program it in. All right, cool. Yeah, I think we might actually keep that because I'm thinking that there might be something I can kind of do with it. All right. So yeah, Shinji, he's in here, but Shinji has not been assigned to a card. So let me explain the card system very quickly, and I'll get rid of this prefab here. Or just turn it off. Fan shot weapon. I think I can get rid of that. And projectile arrow attempts. Okay. All right. So now, in order for Ryoko in this game, in order for Ryoko to pick up to use her summons, she's going to have summon cards, and that's what these things are on the screen. So she's going to have different summon cards for different characters. And I think she'll probably be she'll have like so while she's running through the level, the player will have to choose which card to use at which time. So and all of these cards are activated by different keys. So like we have Q, E, R, T, G, H. Yeah, G and H are the ones that we're using right now. So kind of like League of Legends, for those of you who played League of Legends, like we're using a similar key system. We're not using the W key on here because W is like what allows Ryoko to run. W and S are the ones that allow Ryoko to run above a platform or below it. Yeah, so right now Shinji has not been assigned a key or a card pickup. So, like, in order for her to use him, she would have to, like, pick him up and then, like, call his card. So, we're going to go ahead and set that up. So, I'm going to turn Shinji off here. And then, we're going to go to the Ryoko player script, the main player script. And if we're looking at the main player script, we're going to go down to Endless Runner. So, she got two main player scripts that she's kind of using. So, the Endless Runner setup. And then I also have a click to move that would default for the other game for the other sandbox game that this is actually based on. So the Spirits of the Lost Winds game is actually a point and click game. And you can play a version of that for free on my itch.io page. Where is that thing? Yeah. So you can see play some of the games that I've already created on itch.io. So this is my CDULO. All of these games are connected to the same WildFIRE storyline that I'm launching a Kickstarter for. So this is CDULO, which is like the second story arc. This is Spirits of the Lost Winds, which actually takes place in the third story arc, and it involves like one of the descendants of the characters that we're working on in this particular game. So like this one right here is a top-down omnidirectional shooter. And so I'll give you like an idea of what this kind of looks like. And so this one also, this is where the summon cards for our current game originated from, right? So you can play this game on itch.io for free, just like download it and play like a early demo version of it. And this is kind of what Ryukage Run is going to kind of look like, only in a different like fashion. We're going to be, because it's an endless side scroller. So we're going to be using these same cards in our current Ryukage Run game. So in order to set these up, we've got to actually assign Shinji to one of these cards. So let's see who we've got assigned right now. So if we go to the player script, we've got like our health, max health, health display, health bar, can she jump? Yes. Is jumping? Not at the moment. Kill zone objects. What else we got? Ranged weapon. So ranged weapon will be Ryoko's bow and arrow. That's her default weapon that she's gonna have for the first like couple levels of the game, I think. And then we've got tail. She doesn't have a tail. That was for Kuramiya, so I've turned that off. In this template, or in this sandbox, anything that I have a lot of like variables and stuff set up that we might not necessarily use in the game. So because of that, what I've done is I've created a null object, which is basically nothing. It's just an empty game object. But in some of the coding, you have to actually fill in some of it needs to be filled in before the game will work properly. So if you're running into like something, you're like, okay, well, I have to fill this in, but I don't really have an object or a use for it in this particular level, then you can just toss in this null object and that'll like kind of fill it up with like nothing. But it still counts as the object, so it'll allow the game to run. What else we got? We got melee delay, scatter shot. So right now, Tomoka is assigned scatter shot. Yeah, so her fourth sister is assigned scatter shot. Fujiko is assigned fan shot. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and switch Tomoka with Shinji here. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and drop Shinji in here instead of Tomoka. Alright, so now Shinji is assigned to the scatter shot card. And scatter shot, I believe, is this one, maybe. Yeah, the green card. So he should be summonable now. Let's see, what are you? Fan shot. I have multiple fan shots in here. Okay. So I'm gonna rename a lot of these because like I don't need so many like fan shot pickups, but yeah, so anyway, like let's go ahead and like pick up these cards and then see if like we can call Shinji in. And this time when we call him in, you're gonna notice that he should have a timer associated with him. So this will like dictate how much time he can actually spend on the screen. Oh shit, I forgot to put him in there. I should have like, hold on. Gotta drop that enemy in there last time. Die, please. Thank you. Alright. Okay. So I'll pick up all of these. And I think, okay, there he is. Alright, so his timer didn't show up here. So I need to find out why his timer didn't show up. Okay. Yeah, so he popped up temporarily, but then like he should have a timer on him that will allow him to stay on the level for a certain amount for a certain time period. Okay, so let's go investigate that right quick. So we're gonna jump back into the player script. Okay, so what do we got? Shinji win shot. Okay. Scatter shot delay. No, that should be fine. Okay, hold on, let's try that again. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and kill these guys off. Die, please. Thank you. Alright, so you'll notice that her range shot has this timer over here. Okay, so all of her summons should have a timer that pop up. Okay, so Fujiko, yeah, this is the second sister of Fujiko, so she's got her timer, and that is working properly. Did I miss it? Oh shoot, I think I missed Shinji. Oh no! Yeah, I missed Shinji. Okay, let's die here. Okay. So what I got. Alright, so range attack, timer is working. Fujiko, her timer has stopped for some reason. Oh, we'll troubleshoot that one later. Alright. Shinji's got no timer. Why you got no timer, boy? Okay, I'm gonna have to find out what's going on with this dude's timer because he should have a timer popping up. So that means that probably in the UI I might not have actually added that timer for him yet. Alright, so Shinji, scatter shot. And shot delay. Okay, key card, show range weapon, show fan shot icon, scatter shot icon, scatter shot health, first range. Show scatter shot.
For all the composers and producers. This feature that I'm gonna show you today is that you can just record a humming and turn this humming into a full track with expanded melodies and complete arrangement that you can start with.
Okay, hold on, let me get rid of this ad. Okay, so now I gotta jump back out here and check the UI. So, oh, UI, where are you? And that's what happens when you like drop out of like programming. So I programmed this a long time ago. So we've got our spell timer icons. Let's see, dash, fan shot, scatter shot icon. Let's go ahead and turn you on. Okay, so there's the scatter shot icon. Which shows, so you'll notice that it is showing like kind of this blue box here. And that should be turned off by default anyway, but like we'll go ahead and turn it on for right now. Okay, that is functioning though. Okay, scatter shot, scatter shot, scatter shot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Attack, scatter shot enabled. Activate scatter shot, scatter attack used. Okay, so this is not getting called for some reason. Alright. Alright, so let's go find the card for this. Scatter shot temp. Okay, yeah. Let's see if we can find this guy. No. I'm kind of getting hungry, so. Okay, so hold on. Let me go ahead and kill the UI on this. Okay, I think it's this one right here. What are you? Okay, so this is scatter shot pickup. Alright, so when this is picked up, where I have everything kind of like separated in different folders anyway. So different game objects is folders, so it's easy for me to organize my game. So scatter shot pickup, what do we got here? We've got inventory pickup. This could be the problem. Alright, so scatter shot button. Let's see what our scatter shot button says. Okay. So let's see. So our scatter shot button is picking up this. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me switch because the timer was working with Tomoka. So let me switch Shinji from Shinji back over to Tomoka right quick. Okay, and let me turn the UI back on. Otherwise, none of that's gonna work. Okay, I'm getting like super hungry right now. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's try this again with like Tomoka, because the timer was kicking in properly when she was running around on the screen, so. Okay, mommy. Okay. I don't kind of want to deal with that right now. Alright. Alright, yeah, so Tomoka's here. When Tomoka pops up, she's got her timer working correctly. But when Shinji pops up, he's not. So let's see. Gotta find out what's up with that. So. Okay, Tomoka, what's your secret, girl? Okay, I don't think it's actually like this stuff. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, let me turn this off. Alright. Sorry, I'm getting a bit sleepy now, so I'm not gonna stick around too long. Well, sleepy and hungry. Okay.
Simply press generate.
Yeah, that should be working.
Sounds really cool. Let's generate some more melodies.
Okay, well, I'm not really gonna spend like too much time on this. This is probably gonna be something that I'm just gonna troubleshoot offline. That's fan shot.
This is Unison MIDI Wizard 2.0. It's both a chord and melody generator that will help you generate an unlimited amount of
Yeah.
patterns.
So. Okay, you know what? I'll troubleshoot that later because it's gonna like take me a while to figure out why that time rate is working. Should be working. If it's too much of a problem, I might just go ahead and switch like copy Tomoka's ability and just like drop Shinji in there. But I do like what we kind of got going with his projectile so far because it is a lot more. It's a little more random than and I like that for his particular weapon. Alright, so actually I think I'm going to go ahead and jump off the stream because it seems like I'm running low on energy. I need to get something to eat, need something sweet in my stomach. So like everybody, like if you like watching these streams, I'll be streaming this a lot more because I do need to do a lot of explaining about kind of what's going on with the Kickstarter and the characters. So, you know, like I said, the game that we're working on right now is Ryukage Run, and what we've done today is we've added the second brother, Shinji, to the game. And so you can kind of find him here. He's the like cool, like playboy looking, like ikemen dude, right here. Yeah. So he's the second most responsible. Actually, yeah, he is the most. The second most responsible member of the group. Well, I would say probably like third most responsible member of the group. You know, because he is the second oldest brother. And so, you know, and he does have wind powers, so like we've managed to put some of his abilities in the game. And if you wanted to know more about him and his profile and where he fits into the storyline, you can check all of that out on my Patreon. So you can find his profile here. Yeah, not on that one. Let's go back over here. Yeah. Yeah, so you can actually find his character profile here on my Patreon page and read all about him. Why am I not finding him here? So you can like find him under the character profiles. Yeah, here he is. So you can click on him, like check him out here, check out what he's going to look like in different media versions. So that's his default when he gets a little bit older. That's him when he's a little bit younger, when he's around like 19. Him fighting like somebody that you should probably look up on Patreon. That's his like you know, one of his like beauty pinup posters. That's him kind of like, I wanted to see what he looked like as a Pixar character. and this is like where you'll find his original intro in the second comic. And this is what he originally looked like in the second comic, but I've managed to refine all of that now that I have access to modern tools. And this is him when he gets older, and this is actually from the first chapter of my published WildFIRE novel, which you can download along with the comics on my Gumroad. So we're making the game that we're making is the game for these first two comics, and then the storyline for these characters actually continues in this in the first two chapters of this book, right? So this is like what you've just seen is like what Shinji would look like in the first chapter of this book. So he does survive for quite a while. Honestly, some of the characters that you're going to find that we're working on in this game will not make it. There are a few of them that are not going to make it to the end of possibly the end of the game, but definitely are not going to make it to the end of the comic series. And if you're wondering what comic series I am referring to, that is these comics right here, which I am currently launching a Kickstarter for in order to continue the story. So I have a new Kickstarter that I'm launching on the 21st of this month, and that Kickstarter is basically geared towards continuing this comic series, the comic series that we're currently building a game on. So this comic series is for story arc 1 of the WildFIRE storyline, which is the Ryukage series. And the game that we're building is Ryukage Run. So therefore, the character that you're going to find in this comic are the same characters that we are currently putting into this game, and that's where Shinji kind of comes in. So everything is connected. All right. So if you'd like to learn more about that, you can find out more on Patreon. Definitely support my Kickstarter because I've got a lot of good plans for that. And this is only phase 1 of multiple phases when it comes to this WildFIRE Expanded Universe. So with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and drop off. I thank everybody for watching this stream, and everybody who is tuned in to watch it. This is my first YouTube, really my first YouTube stream in a while, because I normally stream on Twitch. So I'm still kind of getting all of the settings and stuff stabilized and the way that I want them. So if you noticed any problem with my streams, feel free to drop me a line in the comments to let me know what I need to fix here for YouTube. And I really appreciate everybody showing up, and I hope that you'll stick with, even though the stream might be a little bit chaotic, I hope that you'll stick with watching me develop these games and the comics, and kind of get interested in the world that I'm building, because there's a lot of stuff that you can actually, if you want to know more about the lore and the world building, you can definitely just take my my YouTube, and you'll see how this whole universe started anyway. But I hope that you'll stick around for the journey, because I have a lot of story to tell you guys, and I really can't wait for everybody to see kind of what I've got planned for these characters going forward in the future. And check out my Kickstarter page, check out my Patreon, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Everyone have a good one, and I'll be back. Actually, I'm going to jump off now, and I'm going to take a break, maybe to rest my eyes, get something to drink, get something to eat. And I think I'm going to jump back in on playing maybe Overwatch or Marvel Rivals, or... No, today is Friday. I'm going to be playing Streets of Rage on PS5. Yeah, so I'm going to be playing a console game just to kind of relax between game devs. So if you're into that stuff, definitely check me out there as well. And I will see you in the next stream.